What's up? What's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Tonight was the 42nd game of the season, and it's time for us to do a Wizards half season review. To review the first half of the season, we've officially had 41 games, and that was our 42nd. It was definitely a must win because, not just the fact that we were called out by Stephen A. Smith, they were called out by Stephen A. Smith, but the fact that we've just been dropping too many games against sub 500 teams. That's been a pattern this season to think like, okay, we've arrived. I really feel like the Wizards have started to realize that they haven't arrived, that they need to stop dropping these games against these sub 500 teams. We've lost 11 games to sub 500 teams this season, and those could have been 11 wins that we had. We could have definitely been one of the better teams in the East. We're still in a good spot right now, but we should be better because, people, they feel like, okay, well, last season we were doing about this, at this same pace or whatever. So definitely we could do better. But last season started off so terrible, so terrible. Last season started off so. Why is it not coming out? Yeah, but last season we started off so terrible. We started off like 2-8 the first 10 games, and then we turned it around. Like by December 6th, we had really turned it around, and we started that 17 game win streak at home. We were on a run. We were on a flow. Like, yeah, we would drop games here or there, but we couldn't lose at home. We definitely had a great winning streak at home. And so we won 49 games last season, and we were one game away from the Eastern Conference Finals. And a lot of people thought, like, okay, this is going to be that. Last season was a building block, like a stepping stone. Like, okay, we've gotten to this point, now we can go higher. But it still feels like they feel like they reached their peak, and have been playing down to their competition a lot. But recently, in the last few games, I'm really starting to believe that the Wizards have realized their mistakes, like the error of their ways, and not just say, okay, I realized my mistakes. Like how after every game, Bradley Beal's like, well, we really should have done better. We need to stop dropping 500 teams. We need to stop dropping these games. Like, I feel like they've really realized, like, not just Bradley Beal has realized, but John Wall has realized, and he's spoken about it. He said, you know, we can't, we say this all the time, but when we play against sub 500 teams, we really play for stats. Like, we don't play them right. We don't respect them. We don't play them tough. And other teams come in playing tough. Like, this is not a team that's feared right now. Definitely have a lot of work to do, especially defensively, to move up in the ranks. We are currently fifth in the Eastern Conference. We could have definitely been higher than that, probably been third. Anyways, we're gonna go into players and like my opinions of each player. Right now, I would give the Wizards a C right now for this part of the season, a C plus, going a C minus, C plus, or maybe just a strong C, like a 76, 76, 77 for this first half of the season because we have dropped so many games to sub 500 teams. We've lost 18 games now, and 11 of them we didn't have to lose. And a couple of them were very close, like to good teams, like Golden State. If it wasn't for that Bradley Beal ejection. Um, Thomas Satoransky, he's been playing a lot better. He's been playing with a lot more confidence, definitely. Somebody that we'd like to see more of. Tim Frazier has successfully, like I said, played himself out of the rotation, which is really sad because he was hired to be the backup point guard for John Wall, and a lot of people had a lot of high hopes and expectations for him coming into the season because of the good things he had done in New Orleans last season with the Pelicans. Uh, Mike Scott has been a pleasant surprise for us because of his great shooting and able to finish through contact. Plays very tough, plays very hard. Just just great. Like, he gets you buckets. Mike Scott gets you buckets, and that's what you want out of your players. Jan Mahimi hasn't really been playing all that great, but tonight his game against the Orlando Magic really was awesome. It was a highlight, and I feel like he can build on that because he has been getting better. He's been finishing through contact, especially in this game, playing really strong defense, not fouling like he used to. He's been putting up points, especially like I said, finishing through contact. Because at first he wasn't really able to do that. Strong dunks, he got a couple blocks, about 3 blocks in the game. Had had a couple blocks. That's what you want from your big man: blocking, rebounding, finishing through contact, finishing at the rim, dunks, and strong defense. And he's been doing that. He's been kind of coming back to form since his injury. Like his injury last season, he never really bounced all the way back from that. So I feel like now he's really starting to get his legs back under him. We're going to go to our next player off the bench, which is Kelly Oubre Jr., who has been very consistent in his points this season. He's averaging about 11, 12 points. And I think he's going to end the season averaging maybe like 11, 12, maybe even 13 points by the end of the season. I really see that happening. He's been super consistent. His shooting form has gotten better. He's worked on a lot of things over the summer with Drew Hanlon, and it's really showing up. He does need to take a little bit less threes. Like last night, he took some threes that went in, and he does have a couple key 3-pointers sometimes, but I feel like he kind of needs to know when to take them and when not to take them. His selection needs to be better, but he's still growing, and I really feel like he has been growing a lot this season. He's made a huge leap, definitely a huge leap, and a lot room for a lot of growth. He's still very young, just turned 22, so very athletic, very talented guy. He's had a couple defensive lapses, especially for a person that's known for their defense. But he's had a couple defensive lapses, and they've kind of been costly, like in the game against Utah, gambling, and then he got that three, and then the game last night where he took the three, well, tonight where he took the three, and he didn't have to with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. He could have just dribbled that out or, drove to the rim or something, tried to get some points that way, but very confident though, very confident though, and that's what you want out of young players. You want them to be confident, and you want them to work hard, and that's two things that he's doing. We're gonna go. Jody Meeks had a couple good games this season. Definitely hasn't been what we thought he would be, especially on the 3-point line. I mean, we really thought he was going to light it up, but he didn't. He really didn't, and he had his first DNP tonight. Let's see who else is on our list. Who else is on our team? I think that's it. We got Mike Scott, Thomas Edison, Tiyama Mahimi, Kelly Oubre, Jody Meeks, Tim Frazier, the 7. Yeah, and then we're going to go to our starting 5. Gortat, Marcin Gortat. He wants to leave. 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 I think he'll be missed as far as screen setting because we don't have a guy like that. He leads the league in screen assists, and we don't have a guy that does that outside of him that really can set good screens like that. Like there's guys that set a couple picks, but nobody sets good hard screens like that. Like and picks. Like nobody does it so well and so consistently. So that will be missed. His production has gone down. He said he wants to retire in Orlando, so we'll see about that. We'll see if that happens. Like we'll see what we can get for him. Markieff Morris started the season out injured. Production has declined, but in recent games has definitely gone up. Definitely been key for us in a couple games with his shots, making shots, and just finding other ways to impact the game other than getting points. He's been getting a lot of rebounds, averaging a lot of rebounds, been getting a couple double doubles in there. Bradley Beal has been great. He's been awesome. He's been amazing. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's been the MVP, but he's been great. In John Wall's absence, he learned a lot. He has become really good at creating his own shots and passing, so his assist numbers have gone up a lot. He has 7 tonight. He's had up to 9 this season. He's definitely still not the guy yet because when it comes down to it and he is the focus of the defense, he still struggles. John Wall comes night in and night out as the focus of the defense and still shines and still does what he needs to do. Bradley Beal does a good job, but he's just not there yet. He still needs John Wall right there next to him as his partner to help him when the defense collapses on him. Because without John Wall and it's just Bradley Beal is the focus of the defense, it's tough for him. Otto Porter got paid this summer, big bucks, and a lot of people are really disappointed about the fact that he isn't producing the way that they thought he would. But every year he's gotten better. This year he suffered from a couple injuries, and that's hurt his production. And coming back from injury, he's been doing a lot of work off the ball. Like his points have been down. He's only been like 8 or 9 points these last few games, but he's been doing a lot of work off the ball. Like he's been getting rebounds. He's been getting assists. He's been cutting, slashing. He's been getting putbacks, getting offensive rebounds. Been moving very well without the ball. So, I mean, even though the points aren't there, and that's what we wanted, that's what we look forward to, because he is such a great shooter. His shot hasn't been falling like that. He's been taking a lot of off-balance shots, circuit shots, especially his threes. His feet are never set on his threes anymore. And then we come to our all-star, our wall star, John Wall, who has been doing really well. He's been averaging a little less points than last season, kind of. It was 18 and last season it was 20, so a little bit less. A little bit less assists, but that's not his fault because it's just that the team's not really making the shots. He sets them up well. He missed about 11 games this season with his injury, and he doesn't play back-to-backs. Have we had back-to-backs since his injury? I'm not sure, but I know he missed about 11 or 12 games this season. Still been producing. He's been getting his legs back under him, basketball legs back under him. Been doing well, I'd say, for us. Definitely still our all-star, definitely still the wall star, definitely still producing a lot for us. Been doing a lot better now ever since they've admitted to themselves that they play for stats against sub 500 teams. Ever since they've admitted that, they've been playing a lot better, especially John Wall. He's been attacking a lot more. He's been taking over a lot more in games. And the fourth quarter against the Magic, he took over a lot. Bradley Beal took over the second quarter against the Magic. That's where he got a lot of his points. That was pretty cool to see. He's been he's been taking over games a lot more like he did last season. He's been just getting more back into shape. He's been getting healthier every game. His assist numbers are consistent and going up because there are some games where he doesn't have as many assists. Like he'll have like 3 or 4, which is not usual for him. And I'm taking 28 shots in the game against Utah. Not really what you want from your point guard, but it is what it is. He has been consistent all season, and he's been good at running the offense, transition, buckets, been great at being your favorite point guard in the East, your best shot blocking point guard in history right now. Just been doing his thing, doing what he's supposed to be doing. Like I said, for this season, I will give the Wizards a C right now at this point, coming forward, because we're supposed to be doing better than this. Better expectations. John Wall scored his 10,000th career points tonight, so he's over 10,000 points now in his 8th season for the Wizards. Youngest player in our history to do that. He's now 4th in all-time scoring. Good to see. He got a little bit emotional in his interview when he talked about it. Good to see, good to see. Anyways, like I said, I'll give the Wizards a C for this part of the season. Hopefully they start doing better. I would like to see us in the Eastern Conference Finals this season. I would like to see us in the Eastern Conference Finals. I would like to see us win our division again. I would like to see us crush other teams in the playoff and at least take one series to only 4 games. That would be nice. And I think that is all for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Wizards Progress Report update.